Red Rewind, Part 3. I sat for a while, contemplating what to do. I wondered if I should confront Sandy directly, to see what she knew, if anything, that could stop this loop from continuing. I had battled with my demons long enough. I set out, this time with no gear, no bag, no special masks, or black clothing. This time, I wanted to face whatever would come. I entered Sandy's home quietly. The front door was unlocked this time. Apparently, there was no reason to wonder if someone was going to barge in. She felt safe and secure in her bed, because she knew what was coming. When I got to her room, she wasn't there. Shit, not again. I backed out of her bedroom and looked around the house. I expected some alarm or bell to ring. I was sure I'd die again any second. But then I saw him. A man was wandering around Sandy's apartment. Who was he? Where was Sandy? Then I heard a scream as the man ran down the hall from her bedroom. I hid behind the couch so neither could see me. Then I saw Sandy fall to the ground. The man was on top of her before I knew it, and he was ripping into her with a knife. I saw him look around, and then he gutted her like she was some kind of wild animal. He seemed to take pure, unadulterated pleasure from the pain that he was inflicting on her. I understood his desire, but Sandy was mine. How dare this creep come into my territory? How dare this man kill what was mine to kill? Months of watching her. Months of getting to know her schedule, stalking her friends, filing her every move in the dark caverns of my brain. Then the man stood up. He took off his mask and reached into his bag for a change of clothes. Just like I would have done. Just like me. The man turned, and I ducked so he couldn't see me. Then I saw him go to the kitchen and get a trash bag. When he came back, that's when I nearly lost my mind. It was me. I was watching myself kill Sandy. But I wouldn't have been so rash, so quick, so stupid. There was hardly any planning. He didn't sneak in on her while she was sleeping. Instead, this version of me just simply killed her, making a ton of noise in the process. He moved her body, banging her head against the wall as he dragged her to the kitchen. What if it wasn't just time rewinding, though? What if we were multiplying? Competing versions of me, each less careful, more chaotic. There was so much blood that I cringed at the fact he'd have to clean this mess. I knew what that was like. I found a way to sneak out the back door while he was cutting Sandy into pieces on her kitchen floor. I ran as fast as I could, and when I got back to my car, I found it was rusted through and through. What was happening? My car now looked old, very old, like 20 years old at least. Once I realized something was most certainly wrong, I got out of my old Buick, looked around. Sandy's neighborhood was dilapidated, and homeless men were standing on the sidewalks. One came over to me. "Hey, you got any change?" No, man, sorry." I looked at him, and he looked me dead in the eyes. He spat in my face. "Fuck you, bitch." With that, he walked off. My Buick was undrivable. I walked back to my apartment, but when I got there, my apartment didn't look the same at all. I stood on my back porch watching some kid and his brother playing a video game. Everything looked so modern and new. I felt myself crumbling. What the hell was going on? I closed my eyes, as if I did that and reopened them, this pain would all go away. I'd be back home, in my bed, safe and sound. "Why do you look so sad?" a voice said behind me. I turned, and there, standing behind me, was Sandy. You're dead? This time, maybe. But what about tomorrow when we wake up and find ourselves in my apartment while you try to find a new way to murder me? Isn't that what you secretly wished for after you killed me the first time? A do-over? You enjoyed killing me so much, you had to keep doing it. You know, that makes you a real sick pervert, right? So you know we're in a loop? Yes, but I just wish I knew why. I looked at her and nodded. I looked at her and saw her for the first time as a person. Maybe this was my hell. I didn't like seeing her as a person. I wanted her to be beneath me on the bed, the floor, or the ground. I had the power then. Now she was holding a small gun in her hand. I was thinking maybe if we kill ourselves, this will be over. You go first, then me. You expect me to believe you plan to use this on yourself? Yeah. It might be our only way out of here. I just woke up here. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's the future. I don't know. You're in my timeline today. I'm not entirely sure how this thing works, so I'm guesstimating. How many times have I killed me? Like 30 at least. I just keep waking up and you're there with a knife, a sword, and a rope. Every morning I wake up and you are murdering me. I never can even catch my breath. I just exist to be killed. Like a fresh supply of me for you every single day. Nothing made sense to me. Fine. You first. Haven't you watched me die enough? Humor me. If it isn't real, then we both meet at your place at 5 a.m. again tomorrow. This time. I promise not to murder you. Just don't cut my eyes out this time. Sandy held up the gun to her temple. She pressed it, and then the side of her skull eroded into a tiny explosion. Her grayish eyes stared up at me. Dead. I stood for a long time watching her body. Then I saw a man rushing over to me. I was running out of time. This guy was going to make us his rescue mission. I pulled the gun from her hand and put it against my temple, just as the stranger tackled me, knocking me over. Stop! I tried to escape his burly arms, but he already had the gun in his hand, and it accidentally went off while we struggled. Now the man was lying beneath me, dead. I picked up the gun and put it against my temple in a rage. I screamed. The gun didn't go off. Had this loser caused me to shoot him and waste the last bullet on him and not myself? Suddenly there were police sirens, and I tossed the gun and ran. I didn't know where I was going to go. My apartment was somehow occupied by new tenants. My car was a rusted shell of what it had been. I heard the sirens, and they were getting closer. Stop right there! I kept running. Then I felt the sting creep upon me, my lower back. I fell to the ground as my legs stopped working. I cried inwardly. I closed my eyes, waiting to die. Before I knew what was happening, I was being carried away in a gurney. I closed my eyes, drifting off. I was out, and when I opened my eyes again, I was in a hospital bed. I half expected to wake up in my bed again, alarm going off, as I had done so many times previously, to restart my day. This time was different. A doctor came in to see me. Hello, John Doe. Do you have a name? We couldn't find any ID on you. Do you understand what happened to you? I saw someone die, and then the police thought I'd done it, I guess. I don't know. I didn't, but now I'm here. I played my explanation as safely as I could. Well, you're lucky you didn't die. Looks like you'll make a full recovery in time. That's when my second thought came to mind. What day is it? Same as when we picked you up, give or take a couple hours. It's the 4th of July. That was oddly promising, I thought to myself, because I was now worried I'd end up in jail. Then something happened. The doctor looked at me in a panic. Suddenly the world was going black. I felt my body moving beneath me. I closed my eyes. I felt so tired. Then I heard the doctor shouting in the distance. I think I was going into cardiac arrest. Then I was gone. I woke up, but this time I wasn't in my bed when the alarm went off. I was on my bedroom floor. I wasn't tied up, but something or someone was on top of me. I couldn't see, but when I tried, I realized my eyes were covered with a blindfold. It suddenly was ripped off my head. Marvin, it's me. You stupid fuck. You know, Sandy. You were supposed to kill yourself. I swear I tried. Some guy stopped me, thinking he was saving you. Then cops shot me. I woke up in a hospital bed and, I don't know, I guess I died from complications. But I really did try. Not hard enough. I woke up earlier than you this morning. So I decided to come to you first. How do you even know where I lived? Does it really matter? Well, kinda. In one of my reboots, you took me back here for drinks and then murdered me. But that's so clumsy of me. Sandy narrowed her eyes. Really? I mean, it's stupid. There's evidence. Blood. It would be dumb for anyone to kill in their own backyard. Well, it didn't stop John Wayne Gacy. Yeah, but he was caught. Fair point. What do we do now? Well, I will tell you this. I've been considering murdering you for a while now. Well, you did once. I mean, as one final time. I looked at her. She was getting off on hurting me. I've done it before, you know. You aren't the only one either. What? You think you're the only serial killer in this world? But you're Sandy. Coffee, shop, simple Sandy. And now you're dead again. I felt an object enter my skull. I screamed. My alarm went off again. This time I was in bed. I was safe from Sandy. Suddenly the tables had turned. I was now becoming an unwilling victim. Meanwhile, Sandy was perfecting her craft, practicing on other humans in her spare time. Hence one of the loops with the other dead bodies. And now she was stalking me through the loops. I heard her breathing now. She was in the dark again. This time, she knew I was awake, waiting for me. To be continued.